Okay, so we got details for the 3,000 day celebration, and basically, we're going to be getting a bunch of stones. We're getting some Golden Week tickets, and specifically, that's going to be the focus of this video. And if you could tell, the title and stuff is about superhero Beast Gohan. Now, you're probably thinking, how is that really linked? And it's not necessarily linked, it's just an idea I threw out there. I would want to be straightforward. There's nothing information about, oh, superheroes coming or anything like that. But I think that it's something we could talk about because Dokkan usually just does stuff that we would never expect to be a thing. We all do our guesses and stuff like that. Then it just ends up being something completely different that no one was anticipating. Like, no one was anticipating a Kale Dokkan Fest, Super 17, right? Even the 8th anniversary, people weren't expecting part 2 to be the Kai Goku and Z Gohan, right? So there's a lot of situations where they do the unexpected. Now, a lot of people have in their mind superhero can't be a thing for a while, and I completely understand that, right? We just had this superhero celebration back in New Year's, right? But I still think that it's a possibility because there are two major characters we haven't gotten from the superhero movie just yet that we'll talk about. But again, one reason why I think that Golden Week itself is going to be really, really major this year potentially is because there's going to be tickets, right? There's this 30, it says collect 30 gacha tickets in the Golden Week campaign scheduled to be held in the new future to draw. They don't usually do that for most celebrations. The only celebrations that actually get like special ticket banners are the worldwide celebration, where you get one ticket per 50 stones in total spent across the game. And then there is the anniversary, which there is the free ticket banner that you get from logging in. This sounds more like that. There's just going to be like a 30 ticket pool that you get for doing that. And again, it's just very, very interesting that they're doing this, right? It's like, why would they do this for Golden Week, who, usually Golden Week is just Dokkan Fest TURs. It's like, I'd say it's a more of a hype celebration than like, April or November or October, right? But still, it's very interesting that we're getting actual tickets this year. So I feel like that could very likely mean that maybe Golden Week is going to be, let's say Dokkan Fest LRs, or we get something really, really hype for Golden Week. That's what a lot of people are thinking. Now, back into the idea. Superhero. Beast, Gohan, and Cell Max. Now, I'm sure many of you were disappointed in the fact that, wait, I have this pulled up. Just looking at this here, but many people were disappointed that as Ultimate Gohan we didn't actually have a Beast Gohan, and I think that's very, very fair that many people were disappointed in that fact. Almost dropped something in the site here, my bad. But I think that there's no way that they don't have any plans or ideas to introduce Beast Gohan as his own card, if eventually in the game or in the future. This makes too much sense. Now, something else we do know is that there are like Proton told me, like, the assets and stuff like that. There is basically like how the assets are worded. It makes it seem like obviously Cell Max and Beast Gohan have basically cards reserved, and no duh, like we're eventually gonna get a Cell Max card and an Ultimate Gohan, Beast Gohan card, right? But based on how the images are and stuff like that, like how the assets are named, Proton might be in the comments giving more details, so I guess keep a look at there. Maybe I'll ask him about it after the video. But he did tell me about this in a group chat, and this makes a lot of sense, right? So I mean, he thinks that we could potentially see a Beast Gohan and Cell Max sooner rather than later. A lot of people were thinking 9th anniversary, but if this Golden Week is a major celebration, it's synced at the same time, I could very easily see Beast Gohan and Cell Max as a dual Dokkan Fest. Like, what would be more exciting than just a standalone Beast Gohan for the community right now? Especially after the disappointment of Ultimate Gohan. We have likely that Ultimate Gohan and Orange Piccolo should return for this Golden Week banner. Now, it's not confirmed, especially if they're going to be TURs. But usually there's one LR in each of the Golden Week banners, so I could very, very easily see that for Golden Week we do have even potentially Dokkan Fest LRs, and these two would be quite exciting. Cell Max has not gotten a card in the game, right? If you take a look here, this is the Cell Max, actual boss card that we have in the game. He actually does have categories, so we can like kind of guess, artificial life forms. He could definitely be a new artificial life forms leader. It would make a lot of sense because Super Boo is actually on this category team. So Cell Max could give this Super Boo a brand new category team, which would be really, really good. I don't know if he'll be able to give him a 200% unless he introduces a new category, because they don't actually share any other categories except for the artificial life forms team. Unless Cell Max is like, a carnival LR and he's just artificial life forms 200% lead, right? But my thoughts is that part 2 LR for this, obviously Beast Gohan, they can make animations for him. They could release a Beast Gohan with made up animations. They don't care. It's Beast Gohan, man. They could like make a what if of like a Piccolo and Beast Gohan, father son, the word escaped my mind. It wouldn't obviously be father son, but like, master student bonds, special beam cannon, right? I was thinking father son because I was thinking father son Kamehameha, but I'm like, no, Goku's actually not there, right? Gamma 1 and 2 standby LR, with this as a finish move, could be really, really cool. We know standbys are in the global database, basically ready to go. So they could technically release a standby unit whenever they want. That's why some people are speculating standby would come for same day, but Golden Week is a shared celebration. They could very easily introduce a unit with a standby mechanic there. Maybe that means that the Gamma 1 and 2 LR will actually be a Carnival LR. Who knows, right? And again, I was talking about this Gamma, 2 moment needs to be represented in the game. Like, this is a very, very exciting moment. Just not for me, but just for generally the community. I think people would be very excited to see this in game. And then obviously Cell Max. People aren't really like excited for Cell Max, but he does deserve to get a card, especially like since the movie is gonna be like technically the movie would have been like a year old if not for the delay, but the movie's gonna be getting close to a year old and like take a few months, right? So I still think Cell Max does deserve to get a Dokkan Festival LR, or at the very least he deserves to have his own Dokkan event, Dokkan Fest, right? He is the brand new Dragon Ball villain in terms of the anime, right? So I just think that he definitely deserves to get a card of his own that's playable. We've had Giants playable in Dokkan before, such as Janemba, the Fat Janemba specifically. Hirudegarn technically is playable through the Tapion transformation, right? There's tons of giant characters that are playable. Cell Max, could potentially be a really, really good help for, again, androids, even movie bosses, artificial life forms, right? If they give him a flexible enough link set, right? I brought up AGL Cell, did I not? Yeah, look, I brought up AGL Cell. Like, if this guy has shocking speed, big bad bosses, these two could be really, really good links. Maybe they give him Android Assault somehow. I don't know if he'll have Ultimate Life Form or Attack of the Clones. He might not have some of these links. I mean, if you look at Second Form Cell, maybe he could have Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, right? There's some of these links that he could potentially have to, not only work well with the other cells, but work well with villains in general. Like, a lot of villains have Nightmare. A lot of villains do have Shocking Speed, Fear and Faith, right? It depends. We'll see how that actually does turn out, but, I could easily see this Cell Max being a really, really helpful addition for villains. Maybe he works really well with the Int LR Cell, right? There's tons of possibilities there, so I think the Cell Max could be a really, really helpful release right now, especially for, extreme class androids, right? The Super 17 card doesn't actually lead this unit and his leader skill, but still, that would be helpful for this S tier Super 17 on like an android specific team. Maybe the Cell Max leads like, androids and artificial life forms, or like a new category, and then androids and artificial life forms 200%. Maybe the new category fits that LR Super Boo, gives that LR Super Boo a 200% leader skill because of the artificial life forms 200%. Like that could very easily be the thing. I don't know what the new category would be, but they could just make up a category, right? Very, very easily, right? I think it would make sense for them to give this Cell Max like a made-up category because he only has 4. That's what they did with Dokkan Festival Yamcha, just to give him another really, really good team. They could probably just find something to do, right? For sure. One extra thing I do want to bring up, though, if we're talking about, like, a superhero could be Golden Week, there are some things that are missing. this story event, we got this a very long time ago that we were speculating heavily on. But the path to ultimate power, Gohan and Piccolo, they did state, don't miss out on the new support memory. Now, for all we know, this could have potentially been a mistake and there's never going to be a support memory coming. But I don't think that would have been the case, honestly. I do think that we're likely going to get new stages to this, because if you take a look here, right, it doesn't even cover superhero at all, right? This stage ends at level 6, stage 6, and this is against the Universe 6 Namekians, right? Isn't that very weird to end it off, right? We have, you know, the Gohan fight, the return of Frieza, Cell, you know, the tournament of power, but we don't have anything about superhero in this event. And I just think that it is a little odd that we don't have stages for superhero in this event. So my theory, the support memory could be like when Piccolo gives Gohan the gi in a superhero, right? That could just make a ton of sense, right? I completely can't see that. And they add more stages from superhero into here, like against the Gammas, right? Like, come on, I just think it's weird that this came out for like around a superhero themed celebration. It even has the plushies, Pinecco plushies, and we don't have any actual superhero fights in here. This is a thought I put out there. Along with that, they introduced these special animations, like the Gamma animation, Gohan and Piccolo. They didn't even do that for Anniversary. Now, while superhero obviously is a big moment, I feel like they would not have made these animations if they weren't planning to do superhero again already, or even in the near future, right? I mean, obviously, we can get superhero for New Year's again. We can get superhero for Anniversary, for Tanabata, right? They could honestly throw Beast Gohan standalone whenever they want. And I have an expectation that they're going to use these animations again in the future around another superhero theme. And again, there's no way they're not going to give us this as a card, Cell Max as a card, standalone Beast Gohan as a card, right? These are all three, I think, important characters that do deserve to get their own standalone cards. And obviously, they saw how upset the player base was at Beast Gohan not being playable. And I just feel like, you know, it's weird that they didn't make Beast Gohan playable. Maybe they knew they're going to release a Beast Gohan sooner than later standalone, and they just wanted to get Ultimate Gohan and then Power Awakening Piccolo out of the way. Like, if they do Beast Gohan right now, 9th anniversary could still be just Blue Evolution Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Goku again. Or it could be, you know, fusions again. Maybe it's just Super Vegeta and Super Gogeta for Anniversary again. Or something like that. Maybe it could be, I'm not sure what else would it be, like... Yeah, I'm trying to think what else it could be, but that's pretty much it, like the two like hypest variations. I'm probably missing one because I don't think they would do Saiyan Saga again for Anniversary like that. It would be like some sort of like Super Saiyan or Ultra Instinct form. Probably Tournament of Power since that hasn't been visited in a while. Maybe it could be Blue Kaioken that goes into Ultra Instinct, and then normal Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta that goes into Blue Evolution again. And then we got the EZAs for the 6th-year anniversary LRs, right? Like, that would make tons of sense, right? Who knows? But that's just me speculating. Again, I wouldn't say that this is like, oh, 100% confirmed, but I do have a hunch that Golden Week is going to be pretty big this year. So we'll see. Again, let me know what y'all think. We will be getting V-Jump leaks either tomorrow as a chance we're going to get it, or for sure by Tuesday, right? DBS Hype did confirm this right here. 50% chance it might come tomorrow, 100% on Tuesday. Usually the past V-Jumps, could I find it here? Yeah. The past V-Jumps give us hints for the Golden Week theme. We see Pan, B-Pan right here was the 2021 V-Jump. We got the legendary, you know, GT Goku event announcement here. It was obvious, oh, Golden Week is going to be GT. Not 100% right, but pretty clear. We even got the Prime Battle Vegeta announcement here, and it's like, oh, Golden Week ended up being Cell Saga. So we'll keep a look out there. Very, very likely we get a hint at the theme through a free-to-play unit or something. I would expect they just show like Super Boo here, then like in the corner we get something like that, but keep a lookout. I will be covering this, of course, but let me know what y'all think about this theory here. Again, there's even if it's not Golden Week, superhero is definitely going to get another celebration. There's just too much stuff that they still need to do, and there's a lot surrounding it, you know, so let me know what y'all think. Again, I said it like 3 times. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.